Every time the man went hunting, he would patiently wait for his prey to come close. As the sound of movement drew nearer, he would quickly turn and take aim. But this time, he realized that what was approaching was not prey. It was a tiger. Its eyes were fixed on him, as if it would pounce at any moment. The man did not fire because just a short distance away were her two young cubs. If he acted hastily, they might not survive the night. So he adjusted his aim and fired, avoiding fatal spots. But the frightened tigress became even more aggressive. She was using all her strength to protect her children. There was no sign of retreat in her eyes. Jack had decided to leave the place, but suddenly a gunshot echoed from the side. The tigress fell to the ground. Both cubs immediately ran to her. One of them, with only one eye, growled softly. It seemed as if he was questioning Jack and expressing the pain of losing his mother. At that moment, John, the one who had fired the shot, arrived. There was not a trace of mercy on his face. He even started moving toward the cubs. Fortunately, Jack stopped him. Seeing Jack's firm stance, John was forced to step back, allowing the cubs to live. Jack picked them up and took them to a cave. As soon as he placed them down, the timid cub quickly hid inside. The one-eyed cub still bared its teeth and growled, perhaps out of anger or perhaps blaming itself. Jack didn't leave immediately. He caught a wild chicken and placed it outside the cave, then stepped back to watch. Drawn by the smell of food, the cubs came out. Once they felt safe, they dragged the food inside. This small effort could not ease the pain of losing their mother, but it was all Jack could do. As summer arrived, Jack remained restless, thinking about them with hope. When he returned to the cave, he was shocked by what he saw. The timid cub lay lifeless on the ground, and the one-eyed cub had long disappeared. Years passed. News began to spread that tigers were attacking the village. When Jack arrived, he saw John sitting on the ground, fear clearly visible on his face. Deep claw marks covered him. In his arms was his wife, lying completely still. With trembling hands, he pointed toward the village. Jack's own wife and child were still there. He grabbed his gun and ran toward the village. After a short distance, an eerie silence fell. The air seemed frozen. He held his breath. Sensing slight movement, he fired without hesitation in that direction. As he moved forward to see what he had shot, a low growl came from behind. Jack did not dare to turn around, but he felt the presence of a massive tiger behind him. It was the one-eyed cub, now the king of the mountains. The tiger seemed to recognize a familiar presence. It did not attack. Instead, it turned and walked back into the forest. Jack felt a sense of relief, but then a horrifying thought struck him. If the tiger was behind him, then who had he shot? With trembling steps, he went back. Seeing the figure lying on the ground felt like a lightning strike. It was his own wife. From that moment on, Jack felt as though his soul had been taken from him. He left the hunting group and devoted himself entirely to raising his son. But John, who had lost his loved ones, was not one to give up. His feud with the king of the tigers had now officially begun.